The mission statement for teacher leaders in the Ames Community School District is to work for the purpose of increasing learning for all students by strengthening teaching practices through job-embedded professional development. How has having a mentor helped you?
Having a mentor has helped me in just giving me an example to follow at the school. Anytime I need to, I can go to Miss Sullivan and ask for help when I run into certain situations, and it's just a great person to be able to bounce ideas off of.
There's a lot of different ways you can utilize teacher leaders. I have my mentor. That is one that has become a really good resource for me at my school. Being in kindergarten last year is what she's in, but then also able to help me with second grade this year.
What is the best advice teacher leaders have given to you?
This program is to build a relationship, get to know the students a little bit so they know that they're not just another face in the crowd to you and that you care about them.
Just being able to talk through problems, being able to share experiences that I've had and hear about other teachers' experiences as well and what has worked with them and what hasn't. And I've taken a lot that I've learned from others and observed in others and gone and tried it in my classroom.
What are your responsibilities as a model teacher?
Our classroom available for people to come in and observe us and our classroom, our structure, our routines and procedures, our transitions, our connection to essential standards.
So I went on a model teacher visit to the high school, and in doing that I was able to kind of observe what some of the other teachers were doing in their classrooms and how they structured their classes, and learned more about the curriculum that they were teaching. And
How have you grown professionally since being a model teacher?
So just being reflective and making changes based on what does go well or doesn't go well during a day, but also all of the professional development that I've been a part of over the past 3 years.
It has helped me to just really go beyond just what I've already been doing, but also push me professionally to learn new high-yield strategies for in the classroom.
What advice would you share with other teachers?
Really, in a class period, if you've got 25 kids sitting here, they're going to have different needs, different questions. This class is going to be different than that class, so you're going to have to make a lot of decisions. So you want to stay organized with that.
That we're having good classroom discussions, and we're not spending more than maybe 10 to 15 minutes on one particular aspect of a lesson, that we're always changing and moving.
We take time to celebrate the achievements that are happening in our classroom. It's really easy to focus on those negative things and being frustrated with things not going exactly the way we want, but really focusing on the things that are going well.
When did you first hear about mentoring, and when did you first start being a mentor?
So I was a model, and the reason that I chose to be a model was that I saw the teacher leadership program as an opportunity to develop leadership.
I first started hearing about mentoring about 10 years ago when I joined the district. My mentor actually became an instructional coach and went through this whole process as well. And then this is my first year mentoring, so that's been really exciting.
What is an instructional coach?
We ask questions so that whoever we're talking with, whether it's another coach, whether it's a teacher, sometimes with students, we ask questions to give them time to pause and think about things, to be reflective.
Working with and supporting teachers, and a big part of that is me learning with them. The ultimate goal that I have when working with teachers is for both of us to be able to learn and grow.
Why is it important as a teacher to improve?
Always been taught and believed in my life that if we want to make the world a better place, if we want to improve society, if we want to just improve mankind, which I think is what we want to do, one of the ways that we do that is through education.
That we are constantly learning and honing our craft, because if we don't improve, we're not going to change.
How do you feel when other teachers come in and help in your classroom?
I think that's nice and helpful, and I think it's just what teachers do because they want us to progress and to learn about new things.
So not only does she help me with my academically, but she helps me get where I need to be and focus. And I think that is something that I really appreciate her.
You guys out?
I like it because, like, if somebody doesn't know what to do, instead of the teacher having to come over, if she's meeting with students, the other person can come over and answer their question.
They've helped me with like math and English. I was really struggling in math, but Miss Tibbin was there, did help me answer questions for homework.
How do you, as a TOSA, support the vision of teacher leadership?
Is to ensure that we're promoting that collaborative vision across the entire district. We want all teachers to be able to work collaboratively together so that all students can truly benefit from what we do.
Is ensuring learning for all students. And so it is coming up with ways for teachers, sometimes having to be creative, but how that we can reach each and every individual student in each of our classrooms.
Bring some consistency and alignment, and to hear the work that different teachers are doing across all those buildings. I also have multiple content areas, so I get to work with literacy and language arts teachers and social studies teachers and fine arts teachers, and to be able to hear the great things that they're doing with students across different perspectives has been really helpful for me in my work.
Who benefits from teacher leaders?
New teachers really benefit from teacher leadership here in Ames. They have weekly conversations with their mentor around their needs. They can observe their mentor as well as model teachers in their building and in the district, and they can also work closely with instructional coaches based on their own personal goals.
I learn so much every day that I come to work from the other teacher leaders in the district. I don't have a classroom anymore right now, so some of them have been kind enough to invite me in, and to be able to see in action all the things that they're doing for students and with students, it's been really great.
How has working with teacher leaders benefited you and your students?
Katie Gustafson, and modeled once or twice a week on how she would develop a lesson if she were teaching it, and then I would try and somewhat mimic what she was doing. And we would meet during my planning to kind of go through student responses and talk about how kids responded to the lesson, what they understood, what we were grasping that they needed more time and work on, and then we would develop future lessons based on that.
How would you describe the benefits of having teacher leaders available to you?
I think that teacher leaders are really important to us because there's so much that we can learn from each other, and teacher leaders just provide one way that we can do that.
They help me grow professionally, and they are making me a better teacher for my students, essentially.
Teacher leaders have given me the opportunity to have somebody there who can collaborate with me, who can listen to me, who can work with me, who can reflect with me, and ultimately who can push me to continue to learn and become a stronger, more effective instructor.
Years having that teacher leaders available to me and being involved in the teacher leader program has really changed the way I've approached my teaching and my teaching style.
It's the professional learning that occurs and the impact that it has on our student learning.
Well, teachers are lifelong learners, and these teacher leaders are basically teaching you to become a better teacher and educator for your students.